It's your girl, Mandy.
And Tiara, what's up?
And you tuned in to the first episode of We Danglin.
We Danglin.
So what's good with you? How your week been going?
Honey, my week has been good. I mean, in the lab, working hard. I'm actually going to a conference next week, so I have to do a bunch of stuff because I'm going to be gone for a whole week. And so I'm not trying to get too behind. But that's it. What about you?
This week I'm just on coast mode because last week I did way too much work. I earned my paycheck and I don't really like to do that.
Right.
Hopefully I won't have to do that this week. So that's about it. Nothing too deep. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the first topic. So a couple weeks ago, your president,
y'all president, don't do that. Don't do that.
Your president, he decided that he wanted to pop off on Iran. So, folks was a little nervous, including myself. I was like, oh, Lord, we about to start World War III. Oof,
right.
Yeah. So, anyways, of course, Black Twitter, you know how they do. They was like, well, they started with the memes and stuff like that. And so somebody, Mr. Serious was like, well, what do y'all actually take serious, Black Twitter? Y'all don't take anything serious. This war.
Always got to be somebody who say something got to be serious.
Always. Like, bro, we know this is serious, but can we keep it light?
Right.
So, of course, folks start saying, well, we do take a couple things serious. We take macaroni and cheese serious.
Honey.
We take our sneakers. We take our sneaker game serious.
Wait, macaroni and cheese. Since I have came up here, why do people sprinkle breadcrumbs on macaroni and cheese? Everybody who sprinkles breadcrumbs on macaroni and cheese needs to go away. They need to get that's not right.
That is not the work of the Lord. Let me tell you something.
No.
It's funny that you say that. So one time we had Thanksgiving and one of my aunts, her friend came to Thanksgiving and they was a little bougie, but I didn't think they were, this level of bougie. So, we usually have our macaroni in the oven like everybody else, with the elbow noodles.
Right.
And so sis come in with a crock pot. And I was like, okay, well, maybe it's some, dip in there or something. She's like, I'm going to plug it up. Sis had macaroni in the crock pot. Ma'am, what are we doing here?
What that tastes like?
I don't know, because I didn't try it.
Oh,
let me tell you something. My cousin said a long time ago, Thanksgiving is not the time to experiment. So I wasn't going to be experimenting with that. Okay.
You said a word when you said that.
Girl, I just thought about your Thanksgiving you
had.
Oh.
And we're going to leave it at that.
Another day, another
day.
Yes, honey. So I'll start it off. Things that I take serious, right?
Okay.
So the first thing I thought about that I take serious, and this is actually a recent thing, is my nails. So, I used to have them little baby nails. And at some point, I decided I was going to upgrade to the Carisha's.
Yeah.
And
what?
And don't act like y'all don't know who Carisha is. I'm a shitty girl. Periods.
Nails.
Periods. Hold on, let me flick them so y'all can hear them. Okay. So.
Oh my God! Did she just flick her nails? I'm dead.
Yes. Okay. So your girl goes to see Quan at the shop. I get the coffee nails, and I actually graduated from kindergarten. I'm now in first grade. I got a little bedazzle on two of my nails. So
wait, not a bedazzle. What kind of bedazzle you got on your nails?
Peep this. I got some Swarovski crystals. Your girl is
Swarovski crystals.
Yeah, I didn't get. Listen, I didn't get the full nail because that was gonna be $10 a piece. I got the 2 for $5.
Hello, y'all. Hello. Attention. Swarovski, if you're listening, we are looking for sponsors. Swarovski. Amanda has 2 of your diamonds on her nails. And she needs to be sponsored.
I got a couple of diamonds. And so, you know, now that I have the Caricias, I've judged the other girls with the baby nails. And so I saw a meme on Twitter that said girls who be getting little stiletto nails with the little short nails look like dog paws. And so so ever since I've seen that, I'm in judgment. So get your game up, girls. Get your game up. So that's my first one. How about you?
Oh my God. Well, the first thing that I take serious, and anybody knows me, already knows what I'm about to say, are my Crocs. Okay. I absolutely love Crocs. I love for my feet to be comfortable. I love to be able to just slop my feet in and out of my shoes. I probably have about 12 pair of Crocs at this point. I have regular Crocs, you know, that just wear out. I have house Crocs that I only wear in the house. I have Crocs that have fur because we get a little cold here
Crocs
in Seattle.
With the fur.
Crocs with the fur. I also, my latest addition, and I'm very excited about this, is my rain boot Crocs because it rains here nonstop, and so I was still wearing my regular Crocs, but I was just putting on socks with them. So I was like, dang. But my feet was getting soggy and wet. So I was like, you know what? I bet you Crocs got rain boots. And sure enough, Crocs came through.
Oh, don't act like you did this on your own, because I'm the one that helped you get to this conclusion. Because
I always try to
tell the truth. Tell the truth. Tell the real story. The story was okay. Tell the real story.
No, go ahead. You said you want to tell. What's the story?
The story was like, so, you know, I check in on Timo or whatever to see how she's doing in the cold weather. And I was like, okay, did you get your raincoat? You know, did you get blah, blah, blah? And I said, and you was like, yeah, it's raining, but you know, my feet be cold. And I said, well, why are your feet cold? Well, you know, I put on socks with my Crocs. I'm not sure why my feet are cold. I said, in the rain?
Oh my God. Listen. Okay, back to my original statements. I like for my feet to be comfortable. So I felt like socks was the only solution in that situation for my feet to not get wet. But I didn't think about my socks getting wet and my feet being cold.
For the rest of Crocs ain't got 28 holes in them.
Listen, okay. So anyway, so then I was talking to Mandy, and anyway, it ended up with me getting some Croc rain boots. And I also have Croc stock. So I also invest in Croc. I'm making money from Crocs. I love Crocs. And that's my number one item I take seriously. Okay. What else do you take serious?
I would say bed sheets. Okay. So what I realized was when I was a child, I slept like a child. And so
I'm weak.
So I used to be on the 130 thread count sheets. And, you know, as you get older, you use your feet a little bit more. And so your feet go through the changes.
That's why I use Crocs. That's why I wear my Crocs.
And so what I was noticing was when it was time for me to get a pedicure, when you got that low thread count sheets, your feet start making noises with those sheets that go. And so, you know, sometimes you don't have time to go get a pedicure. And so I realized it was time for me to upgrade sheets. So, you know, I finally upgraded. You know, I get a little sateen in there, or, you know, Egyptian cotton. You know, I don't fool with the microfiber. That's not going to do. So I'm actually going to switch it up on you. So What is something that you don't take serious?
Something that I don't take serious. Number one, I think about would be parking signs. I don't take parking signs serious. Like, I really will just park and just get out of the car and go. And that has definitely led to me getting more tickets. than I would like. But to be honest, the amount of times that I parked illegally and the amount of tickets that I paid for, it does not compare. It does not compare. So whenever I do call, I really don't be that mad because I'll be like, yo, I've been parking wrong for this whole week. So it's about time. So yeah, I just be parking because I'm lazy.
Listen, living life on the edge. I'm here for it.
Listen, I just be parking. What about you?
So the number one thing that I do not take serious is getting to work on time.
Bruh.
So the office opens up at 8:00. I used to try to get there by 8:30 when I first started working. Then it got to 9. Then it got to 9:30. But then we got a new person that comes to work about 10:30. So now I get there about 10:15. And
no, you don't. You be getting there by 10:30 yourself. Yeah,
first of all,
trying to give yourself 15 minutes.
This morning I got there before 10:30. So I was off to a great start this morning. I just wanted to put it out there. Okay. Now I cannot guarantee that tomorrow will go as well. But today I did get there before 10:30.
But this is the thing. You don't even try to get to work this time on time. You'll stop and get breakfast. You'll be on the phone with me. We'll go.
Okay, but here's the thing. Why should I come to work? I'm already late. Why should I come to work hungry?
Oh my gosh, bruh. But you should have your breakfast. Maybe get your breakfast situated. Like, actually, you know.
Well, here's the thing. I feel like we need to be. Wait, here's the thing. I feel like we should be in a results-oriented environment. It shouldn't matter what time I come into work. I'm salaried. Why do it matter what time I come into work? I mean, I'm gonna do my job because these other folks who come to work on time. Let me tell you what they do when they get there in the morning at 8:00. You know what they do? They go check their mail. Then they go read the newspaper. They get coffee. They go use the bathroom. They go talk to the other 5 people who are at work on time. They ain't doing nothing for them first 2 hours. I come in and I mean, yeah, I do the same stuff when I get in, but it doesn't matter because
wait, what?
I've gotten better. I used to cook breakfast when I got in. That was when I was getting in about 9:30. But now that I get in at 10:30, I don't prepare breakfast in the air fryer no more. I just go straight to I don't go straight to my desk. I'm going to talk to my work biff and I get my water and I make my tea. But either way, I have got it down from being an hour, of dangling to now only dangle about 30 minutes. So I feel like that's pretty good for me. But,
Oh. Well, yeah, I mean, look, that's good. I mean, I don't get to work till about 11 o'clock. So,
but at the end of the day, though, who gonna check us? Because guess what? I do my job. And honey, right. I be waiting on somebody to say something to me. Because honey, when I tell you I will pull up a report with bullet points and boom, did things for this company. So don't come for me. Really don't come for me. Okay.
Yeah,
so what's another thing that you don't take serious?
Another thing I don't take serious, and I don't take this serious because you always got something to say, but it's smoke detector. When I tell y'all, I will let that thing be. It'll just be like, in my house until somebody else comes change it. Yeah, I talk on the phone with Mandy about pretty much every day. So she would say something about this smoke detector beeping. Why can I hear a smoke detector beeping through the phone? Blah blah blah. So then, y'all, it was like months went by, and she came to visit me. And this day bought batteries and changed the smoke detector when she got to my house, y'all. And
I'm a light sleeper. I can't sleep through that.
Sleeping all the way in California.
Had my anxiety levels up. I can't sleep through that. I don't know how y'all sleep through that. But apparently it's very common.
Noise. It's the part of the house noise.
That's the ambiance.
Yeah,
oh, okay then.
The ambiance.
Well, I'll just ask Alexa to play me some music. I don't need all of that.
So y'all don't take that serious. I mean, it's there. I mean, because I don't cook. I don't do nothing for the smoke detector to need to work. So it's fine. I'm good. Okay. Oh my gosh. All right. What about you? What we doing? What you take serious?
So you want something that I take serious?
Yeah. What you take serious?
Skincare. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what I realize is I'm only gonna get one face. Okay. And I've seen so many people who have failed their faces, and I just can't do that. So, I use the Ordinary products in the morning. Shout out to them. They cheaper than Drunk Elephant expensive behind. So I use hyaluronic acid in the mornings, and then I use my moisture.
What is hyaluronic acid?
So apparently the esthetician told me that my skin, I have very oily skin, and one of the reasons why I have oily skin is because I'm overproducing because my skin is not retaining moisture. So I put on the hyaluronic acid, and that's supposed to help my skin. It's supposed to penetrate my layers of my skin, so it actually retains moisture so that my skin is not overcompensating for oil. So I do that, and then I use sunscreen. I use Supergoop unseen sunscreen. And so, I know the girls, melanated girls don't like to use sunscreen, but honey, I can't risk it. Okay. I see what it does to the other girls, the little, the Anglo-Saxons, honey, the wasps, honey, I see what it do to them. And honey, I see what you do for others, Lord, and I don't want it for me. So, I do my little acne regimen at night or whatever. But yeah, your girl loves skincare. And I recommend that you girls get a little skincare regimen before it's too late, before you get some creases in your forehead, or you get you a little loose neck or something. Just go ahead and be proactive about it. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay. So what's something else that you take serious?
Something else I take serious, I definitely would say my bunny, my slap cap. I have always been very serious about my bunny and protecting my hair, whenever. But, recently, well, not recently, it's probably about 5 years now, whenever the slap cap came out, the satin line cap, for those who don't know, it's literally a bunny that's lined with satin. So it's more, protecting for your curls, and you don't have snags, and it stays put at night. So I definitely love that. I wear it every night. I now travel with it. I used to travel with my bunny, now I travel with my slap. I also have gotten satin line beanies. So
you're fancy.
I was being real petty because I had saw somebody was selling beanies, one of my friends, and I was about to purchase one, but then
sorry, girl.
Dang, this probably is not satin line. I would not be able to support because I don't have time. But yeah, dang, maybe I could have got one. But it's like, no, I don't want to be buying stuff I'm not gonna use. Like, if you get
you're so snobbish.
If you making beanies, put some satin lining in them, because natural leases are serious about their curls. That's all I have to say.
Hey, that's real.
If you want my money, cater to me. Thanks. So my satin line cap, I definitely take that serious.
Oh, listen, I'm not mad at it. So another thing that I take serious is reviews, honey. I am so serious about reviews. Let me tell you something. My friends hate it because we are not going to a restaurant until I have looked it up on Yelp and Google. So your girl is so dedicated to reviews that your girl is officially a Yelp eliter, honey. So we get to go to special events, and they're awaiting our opinion, honey. So just know your girl keeps getting free food. Matter of fact, I got free food last week, and I'm getting free food next week. And they had an event for us at like this bowling alley, and they had like heavy hors d'oeuvres and alcohol for us. So guys, you know what? If you really like reviews, go ahead and keep it up on Yelp. You might become a Yelp leader. But yeah, I don't play about that. And I do good or bad, and I'm gonna give y'all examples. So I had went to the doctor one time, and they tried to treat me kind of funny, so I went to the doctor and I was like, I had turned in my paperwork before my appointment or whatever, because I didn't want to wait. It's right up the street from my job. So I was like, well, if they have my paperwork in advance, maybe I don't have to wait as long. So I had did my research and looked up Yelp reviews. I had asked for the specific doctor, all of this. So I get up there. Of course, they still make me wait. So then I get in the back room or whatever. And, you know, you're in your little gown. You feeling all vulnerable and stuff with your butt out in the bag, you know.
Right.
All of that. So anyway, sis come in with her little oily hair talking about, hi, how are you? I said, I'm fine. So, you know, the lady that I had requested was of Asian descent, and the sis right here was European all the way. So I was looking, you know, perplexed. I was like, well, maybe she's just doing the preliminary stuff or whatever. And, you know, Doctor, I'm not going to say her name, but maybe she'll come in later. So sis keeps doing, you know, her little thing. She's asking me questions. She's got the stethoscope out or whatever. First of all, I had an attitude because she did not hit my knees. You know how they're supposed to hit your knees to check your reflexes? She did not check my reflexes. So anyways, she come in and she was like, so what brings you in today? And I was like, I'm here for my physical. And she was like, okay, but like, why do you need a physical? So I'm looking like, huh? What you mean? Because I need a physical. I said, you know, for my yearly checkup. You know, from what I've been taught, that's what you're supposed to do when you have the insurance. So I'm looking at her like, she's like, okay, but do you need it for a job? Do you need it for something? No, I need an annual physical. She's like, okay, so then, you know, this is when I got frustrated because she's like, so what are you expecting out of this? Sis, what do you mean? You the healthcare provider. Why are you asking me what I need? And so on the door of one of the cabinets, it tells you, I said, so I pointed to it. I said, I want this stuff. I want you to check my general health and do my blood panel. So she was like, okay. I said, so when is Dr. So-and-so coming in? She was like, she's off today. I said, excuse me? What? So she was like, well, maybe you got it confused. My name is so-and-so and it's close. And I said, no. I looked her up on the website. I turned my paperwork in advance, and the portal told me that Dr. So-and-so was going to be my physician. I said, I don't mind you because I don't mind having care with you if I'm seeking, you know, like an urgent matter, but I did not establish care with you. You're a nurse practitioner. I established care with the doctor or whatever. And I'm not trying to be snobbish, like my mom is in the healthcare field, but I went to the specific doctor for her specialties, okay? Right. So she was like, well, I think you got it confused. Do you want to stop at this point? I said, well, is she going to come in? Well, no, you're going to have to do it all the way over. I said, well, go ahead. So I get to the front or whatever, and I'm like, you know, I'm just kind of disappointed in this. I'm telling the little nurse or whatever, you know, she don't care. She's like, well, do you want somebody to follow up with you? I said, yes. So, you know, they didn't follow up. So what did I do? I got on Yelp and I lit their asses up because you're not gonna play me like that, sis. So guess what? Folks been liking it. So honey, I guess they got, and you know, I sent them an email in the portal to let them know and I left the review. I said, this is the review I'm leaving for y'all since y'all don't want to call me back. Girl, they blew up my phone for weeks. No, keep that same energy because I did ask y'all to follow up. So now you're going to guess what? You're going to lose business because my review is right up there, plastered at the top. Bloop!
Bloop! Honey, Zell.
Okay,
yeah,
so
that's on, yeah.
On a lighter note, what's another thing that you don't take serious?
Don't take serious. I would say fees.
What?
I don't take fees serious because I feel like I know I'm going to call and finesse them and get them back. So the other day I had an attitude because Wells, I'm calling you out, Wells. Tried to play me, honey, about so I guess I had a transaction hit right before my paycheck hit. So they decided they was gonna charge me an overdraft fee. So as soon as I saw it, I didn't take it serious because I said I already knew. I said, yeah, I'm getting this taken care of. It was just like, yeah, no, they're not gonna play me like this. So then I was like, all right, I'm not gonna call up there because they need to look me in my face.
In your eyeball.
Yeah, they need to look me in my eyeballs and tell me that they gonna not give me my $35 back. Okay, they need to look me in my face and tell me they're not giving me my $35 back. So yeah, so I went in there and then scheduled, and then what made me mad is because I went in there hype. Soon as it happened, hype, ready to blow them up. Hey, but then I walked in, it was packed, and they only had like 2 tellers in, so you know that energy deflated. I said, yeah, I'll come back. I'm not standing in no long lines for $35 now. Come on now.
You ain't that desperate now.
Right. I don't need it like that. Dang.
I don't need it like that. I mean, it was just a point.
Right. But then because I was there, I was like, dang, y'all don't have nobody working. And then the lady was like, oh, well, you can make an appointment. I said, oh, appointment? Right. Oh, big. So I made an appointment for like a couple days later. So I come back in there or whatever. And so, yeah, so I was talking to the little dude, the little banker. And he's like, yeah, you got this fee because this hit or this hit. And I was like, well, yeah, I got paid the same day. Like, why did y'all give me a fee so quick? First of all, like,
right? Dang, give me a 24-hour grace period.
Right, like, come on, Wells. So then he was like, oh, well, because it hit, but then the check didn't go in until the midnight. So it was the next day. And I said, either way, the money is here. You saw it was coming. You saw it.
Right, you knew it was coming.
So then he said, well, let me see what I can do. So he starts, clicking on his little computer or whatever. And he's like, oh, well, I can only give you 25% back. 25% back for $35?
That ain't even good now. You gonna give me back $10 and a quarter or something? That ain't what?
Right. So again, I'm just looking at him because I don't take these fees serious. So already in my head, I'm walking out with $35. I don't know who's gonna have to give it to me, but I'm leaving with my $35.
Honey, about to do a set it off up in there.
Right. So then I'm just looking at him, 25%. So, and he's just looking at me like, well, yeah. And I'm like, oh, well, where the manager? He said, well, yeah, I can get the manager. Yeah, get the manager.
Wait, did you wear a bob? Did you ask for the manager?
Oh, yeah. Yes. Yeah. Mm-mm. So anyway, so then the manager, so he goes over there, takes the paperwork to the manager and comes back. Oh, the manager said I can give you the full refund. I know.
Right. We shouldn't have went through all of this,
I know.
bro.
I knew when I came. I knew when I came in here. I was leaving my $35. I knew that. I said that. That's why I asked the manager. You should have gave me the manager from the beginning. From the beginning is what you should have did.
I should have did that. I should have did that because I called because I was being lazy. And honey, sis had a whole conversation with me and was like, nah, I can't do it. What?
Yeah, no, they need to look me in my eyeballs. No, and then I need to speak to somebody else. Hello. Because I was ready to clear my whole account. I was ready to take all my money. Okay, take all my money out then. Take all my money out and cancel my credit cards. Let's go.
Blue. Take it.
I was going to shake the whole thing down. Yeah, not paying no fees for that. It's my money. Y'all petty.
Right. Okay. So I got 2 more. Okay. 2 things that I don't take serious. Number 1. Well, this is another one. I do not take dying from bacon seriously, okay, or any pork. You know, you see all these vegans on here talking about, oh my God, you need to stop eating all of this meat. It's going to shorten your lifespan. I don't care. I don't care, okay? You know why? Because life is not worth living if I can't have bacon. Bacon. If I can't have bacon on my cheeseburger, if I can't have bacon wrapped scallops, if I can't have bacon, grits, and eggs, I don't want to live this life. So I don't care. I don't care about bacon taking my life away. I will live a good life knowing that I got to eat bacon. If my time is shortened, so be it.
So be it.
So be it.
So be it.
What's one thing you don't take serious?
Oh my gosh. No, I want to say what I do take serious.
Okay.
I didn't say my planner yet. My planner, I take very, very serious. Okay.
Serious. Okay.
Serious. serious. I have always had a planner like all throughout school, but now that I'm even out of school, I am still serious on my planner, and now I'm using Passion Planner. Passion Planner, another sponsor opportunity. Thank y'all. But I love Passion Planner because it gives you space. Like, first of all, it has a weekly schedule, and it's like you can put every hour of your day on there, and then it also has like goal setting and like to-do list, and it has like inspirational quotes. So I love Passion Planner, and I love having my planner. And then now I have become even more obsessed, and I have joined these Facebook groups. Y'all, they have Passion Planner Facebook groups. First of all, I guess they have Facebook groups for everything, but they have Passion Planner Facebook groups where people are on there all day posting up photos of their planners and how they decorated them and how they put all these add-ins. Like, people have like fitness trackers and chore trackers and water trackers all in their little planners that they've designed. People have opened up full Etsy shops making Passion Planner stickers. So it's a whole thing. So from being on this group, I have bought like 2,000 stickers. I have all these colored pens. I have highlighters. I am so serious. I go through every week. Well, every day I look at my planner, of course, but every week, I go through and highlight, and I have different color code for things that I'm doing, either things at work, meetings, have social events, my community service events, self-care, all of those are different highlighter colors. So yeah, I take my planner very, very, very serious.
She do, y'all. She tried to get me to be a part of them groups, and I couldn't do it.
Yeah, you still didn't join. Did you even accept the invite?
No, I saw a preview and I said, you know what? These folks color. I don't even write in my planner. I bought one for the first time this year, and I did the first week, and that was it. I mean, that's just. I'm sorry, I can't do all of that. Okay, so my last one that I don't take serious is folks who claim that they can fight because they are from a geographic area. Nothing bothers me more than when somebody I'm from the Bronx, I'll mess you up. What? What is going in the Bronx got to do with you can fight? What? New Yorkers, they kill me with that. They kill me with that. Yeah. I'm from the Bronx, so you know I don't play that. I'm from Brooklyn. I don't play that, son. You know what I'm saying, son? I don't play that. You gonna hear about me, son. I don't play that.
Oh my gosh.
Excuse me. Is there something in the water? Because what makes you think that just because you are from the Bronx that you can fight? Bro, I'm from the country. We walked around with no shoes on. You think I care about you from New York and you can fight, son? I'm from Chicago. I don't play that. I'm from Compton. It's South people from everywhere. That don't mean you can fight.
Right. Look, I'm from Greenwood. You can get these hands.
I'm from Batesburg.
Wait, Batesburg, Leesville.
Oh, well, we'll get into that on another day because I'm from Batesburg. I do not put Batesburg and Leesville together. They are two different zip codes.
Hyphen. It's a hyphen. Batesburg,
Leesville. But if you write, according to the USPS, there are two different towns. Okay, so don't come for the great town of Batesburg, South Carolina.
Okay, we're done here. Not the great Batesburg. You know what? All right.
Okay, well, with that being said, let's go ahead and go to the next item on the agenda. Okay. So this segment, we want to call it Reddit on Reddit.
Reddit on Reddit. Hey.
Reddit on Reddit. Hey. Reddit on Reddit.
Reddit on Reddit. Hey.
So Timo actually got me on the Reddit.
Oh my gosh, yes I did.
One day she called me and she was like, girl, I ain't getting no sleep last night. I'm like, well, what happened? She said, girl, I done went down a tunnel. I said, what? She said, girl, you ever heard of Reddit? And I was like, I said, isn't that the little site that Serena's husband made? She was like, yeah, but have you ever been on it? And I was like, no. She said, girl, it's so much on here. And girl, I went on there and it's a lot, y'all. If you haven't ever been on Reddit, you can find any and everything to make you feel better about your life on Reddit. People are foolish because most of the people are anonymous. So it's just real foolish, y'all. Please look out for Reddit. So with that being said, a segment of our podcast is going to be us reading 2 letters a week that we found on Reddit. And we follow this page called Am I the Asshole? So, Timo, I'll let you start with your story.
Oh my goodness. Wait, I was not prepared. Well, we're reading the whole story.
Yeah, and then you're going to, yeah.
Okay. So let me, so my story is about this girl and wait, I'm trying to see, should I tell y'all how I feel about, no, let me.
I'll read mine while you dangle.
No, I got it. I'm trying to tell them about, like, I'm trying to think if I should tell them how I feel about animals first, or should I read it first? Okay. So, okay. Am I the asshole for refusing to accommodate a family member that is deathly afraid of animals, forcing them to stay in a hotel when they visit? Okay, so I have a cousin. We're both 18, and let's call her Kyra. Kyra has always been deathly afraid of anything that walks on 4 legs. I mean, a kitten could walk past her, and she will start crying and backing up and begging for someone to put the kitten in another room. Hopefully, that shows how extreme her fear is. So sometimes Kyra and my aunt/uncles will come visit. They live in another state to visit for important events like birthday parties or whatever. In the past, they have stayed over our place instead of getting a hotel to save money, and that has always worked out for us. My other aunts and uncles that live nearby have decided to get pets, so Kyra and her parents couldn't stay over there, even if they wanted to. A few months ago, I decided to get a dog, and I love him so much. Now, when Kyra visited, we had to either keep the dog in my bedroom or keep him in his cage, so Kyra wouldn't freak out and refuse to enter our home. They still got a hotel room at night, so they would have somewhere to sleep, but they like to hang out at our place during the daytime so they could chat with family and just be around us. This hasn't really been a problem for us until they decided to hang out at our place for hours on end, even if that includes taking a nap on the couch before we go out for dinner, or just coming over because they are bored and want to play cards or something. When they stay over for hours, my dog doesn't really like it because he has to stay away from everyone in a locked room and continuously paws at the door and whines because he is so bored. Oh my God, the dog is so bored.
Poor
I do go in the room from time to time to hang out with him, but he clearly wants to be able to roam and hang out with us instead of being locked in a room. I told my mom about the situation, and she saw where I was coming from. So she told Kyra's mom that she can't stay over our place for as long as they usually do because it's making our dog upset. The dog is upset. So Kyra's mom got really offended and accused us of putting the dog over their own family, and they went to their hotel really upset. I've heard through the grapevine, that Kyra's mom has been telling some other family members about what happened, and our family is really split with their opinions. It's not like we told them they couldn't ever come over. We just said that they couldn't stay here for the majority of the day because it's unfair to the dog. Was I or we the asshole here? Yes. Yes. Forget that dog. Listen, this is so messed up. This is your whole family. Like, the dog can go somewhere else and lurk around. Like, it's not like they're coming over here all the time. They're just coming around holidays and such like this. So I think this is such a messed up situation. Personally, I already don't like dogs. I don't like animals either. I'm Kyra. I am Kyra. So I felt personally offended by this story. And people who feel like that, I don't like going over to their houses. I had an experience like this where I went over to somebody's house and my homegirl was trying to put up the dog, but her friend didn't want to put up the dog and had an attitude. And I'm just like, what? So it was just like, well, you don't want me over here. Like I told y'all before I was coming. Before I came, I don't like dogs. So I feel like if I let you know before I come somewhere, I don't like dogs, and you like, okay, I'll put them up, there shouldn't be a problem. We already had a previously established arrangement. So why, when I get there, you want to start acting weird? And so, yeah, if I say, hey, I don't like dogs, and you say, oh, I'm not putting my dog up for you, then that lets me know that you don't want me over there. Yeah, so then I don't need to be dealing with you. Like, what the world? So yeah, I think that was nasty.
I'm with you on that because number one, the dog don't pay nobody's rent.
Right.
Nobody's rent or mortgage, okay? And then number two, y'all don't have a problem putting them babies in them cribs all day. Their dog can stay in that
room. Right. Right.
Ooh,
Right.
Okay.
That's so, yeah, it's crazy. That she was the asshole. That's that. What's yours? Go read yours.
Am I the asshole for putting my neighbor's garbage on her porch because she keeps using my garbage cans? I live in a townhome complex with a pretty strict HOA, homeowners association, guys. I got a new neighbor around 6 weeks ago. I will call her Elaine. Elaine moved in around 6 weeks ago, and since she moved in, I have noticed her putting trash in my trash can. Elaine's trash makes my trash so full that the bin cannot close. She sometimes puts her garbage bags next to my bin also. The city will pick this up, but the HOA does not like to see trash bags or open trash cans in front of the house. They will fine you. Cost for trash pickup in my city is around $300 a year, and it costs around $45 to get a bin if you already don't have one. The first time I saw her doing this, I confronted her. Ooh, okay, sis. Right. She said that she was waiting for her bin and she didn't want her trash to pile up. I said, fine, you can put your trash here for now, but make sure that the can closes. If not, you need to hold it. A month passes by and Elaine is still using my trash can. I asked her what was going on, and she claimed that she could not afford to get a bin right now and apologized. Oh, so you lied. Okay.
Right.
At this point, I have received 2 notices about my trash cans overflowing. I told her she could no longer put trash in my can. Last week, I was off from work. I saw Elaine again putting an enormous amount of trash into my trash cans. Elaine! Okay, let me keep going. When she left, I took her trash out of my cans and placed the bags into her porch. It turns out that Elaine went out of town, so the trash sat for about a week in front of the door. It was disgusting. I wasn't home when she returned, but my wife was. My wife says that she came to our house throwing a fit about the garbage. She said she had several notices from HOA and had been fined, and asked why we put disgusting trash in front of her door. She got into a very heated argument with my wife. My wife called me up and told me about what happened. She thinks I'm an asshole for the way I handled this situation because now we are not on friendly terms with our neighbor. I just think being on friendly terms means that we should be taken advantage of. She needs to pay for her trash to be collected like everyone else. Was this an asshole move? No, it wasn't, Timmy. Because Elaine, first and foremost, you lied. Okay? If you can't afford to move in here and to have your trash disposed of properly, that's your problem, sis. How dare you have the unmitigated gall, the temerity to come bring your goddamn trash and put it in my trash, and you didn't even ask for permission? Oh, sis, first time that would have happened, I would have put the trash on your door. But then you kept doing it, and then when I put your dirty trash back on your porch, your behind gonna sit up here and say, well, why did you do that? That's not my problem. That's your problem, Elaine. And guess what? Don't come at me sideways about that no more, because I'm gonna cuss you out, okay? Don't come in my yard putting your trash in my trash. No. I don't have no sympathy for Elaine's trash ass. And you know what? Speaking of that, that made me think about my neighbors. So I stay in an apartment complex. We stay on the 3rd floor. And a lot of times I have to put my trash in my trunk or on top of the hood or whatever to take my trash up the hill. So I had this little scare booger neighbor. She gonna sit up here. So it's like this. So I'm in the very far back of my apartment or whatever. So it's like this little corner door or whatever. Sis was storing all of her trash back there. So I had to write her a note and say, hey, you need to clean that up or whatever. Like, ain't nobody got time for that. So then she moved out. Then the new neighbor came in with her 2 dogs. So you know how like like those dog, they have like them 50-pound bags and the 25-pound bags, some big bags of dog food. So sis decided that she didn't feel like taking the trash out. So she put that big old thing of dog, the big dog container or whatever, back for the dog food or whatever. She throws all her little trash in there and then put it in the corner. It's dripping all kind of stuff. It's brown residue all over the little, the ground or whatever. And I write her a note and she takes it out 3 days later. So, I reported her because here's my thing.
Wait, not report.
I reported her because my thing is, if you can take that damn dog out and go take him for a walk 3 times up and down the hill, you can take that trash out, sis. So
you very right. That's not, yeah, trash, that residue, like, yeah.
She tried it.
She did. She did. Yeah, no.
Okay, so I think it's time for your science moment of the week.
Science moment of the week. So everyone, I'm a scientist. Yay! And so this small short segment, I'm going to talk about climate change. So if you don't believe in climate change, you should. It is real. It exists. And climate change is really happening because there's a lot of carbon dioxide, which is a greenhouse gas that's in the atmosphere. And one of the things that we're trying to do to combat and really tackle climate change is to plant more trees, because trees are able to store carbon. And if we have more trees, then we can store that carbon that's in the atmosphere and hopefully, help mitigate this climate change. So here are some numbers for you all. An average tree stores 88 pounds of carbon, but the average human emits 44,000 pounds of carbon. So we have a tree.
Baby.
A tree is able to store 88 pounds, and we're emitting thousands times more than that. So we need to definitely plant more trees, be more mindful of our carbon emissions. So things like driving around all the time, eating, of course, meat. I'm not saying you should be vegan at all. I'm not saying that. But you be mindful of how your food was caught and make sure it was sustainable. So yeah, that's my science moment. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for saving the world, friend.
just one day at a time, one little day at a time.
So one thing I wanted to do was share my review of the week. So I told you guys I absolutely love reviews, and so this purchase I got maybe a few months ago. So the thing that I want to review is I found it on Amazon. It is the Zenus, I don't know how to pronounce it, 9-leg support box spring. So a few months ago, my box spring started making that sound like the beginning of Some Cut by Trillville. Yeah. I got a little self-conscious about it. I don't have to go into detail, but you can understand why that was problematic. So,
right.
Anyways, I bought this bed frame, and it's like metal. And so I really liked it. It was $46 off of Amazon. I think it was a sale, maybe like normally like $55. But I put it together. It was very laborious to put it together. Well, not really laborious, but I feel like a man would have probably did it a lot easier. But either way, you can do it yourself. And your girl has been squeak free since I put it on. So
okay, squeak free.
Yeah, I know some of you girls don't care about that, just like y'all don't care about them smoke detectors. But if you do, go ahead and just check that out. So I would say that was my review for the week.
Hey.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so are you rant ready?
I stay rant ready. Okay. So this week's rant is brought to y'all by the unmitigated gall. The unmitigated gall, y'all. So y'all know that I feel like everywhere people are talking about diversity and inclusion, and we need to get minorities in the workplace. We need to do this. We need to do that. And so we were having a conversation about basically like do DEI work, like diversity and inclusion work, and how we can do better, as a team. And they had done like a survey, and we were looking over like a general like status report of how people felt about, diversity and inclusion in the work. And somebody had the unmitigated gall, the unmitigated gall to say that diversity and inclusion work was too time consuming, and they didn't think they would still be able to do their regular job. Let's break this let's break this apart.
Okay.
Let's break this one apart, because what? So I'm sitting in there looking like, with the boot face, like, wait, excuse me, wait, what? Because excuse me, hi, would someone call on me because I have a comment? I'm confused.
You had your hand in the air. You had your hand in the air.
Yeah,
with the spirit fingers. With the spirit fingers.
Like I was back in 5th grade. Hey, I know the answer. Like what was it? The girl, Hermione Granger from Harry Potter. That's who I was.
Oh my God, I'm weak.
Hand up, okay. Hey, good question. So what about being not a racist is hard for you to do your job, because that's what diversity and inclusion work is. Like, I'm confused. Like, we say, hey, this place has been real one color. Let's change it. So you hire different people. You work in different areas. Like for me as a scientist, I pick different field sites that are in different environments, that are in different locations. So how is that not me doing my job? That's just me being broad in my thinking and just respecting human beings. And I was just like, wow, they was dead serious, and they really put this.
It's too difficult to have to worry about dealing with the black people. And and do my job. It is just so hard.
It's so hard for me to have to do my same job and also be respectful to the minorities that's here. Like, cause that's what are y'all talking about? Like, what? So yeah, I was over it. I definitely went on Twitter and was like, oh, how can I be more equitable and do my job? Oh, great question. We can fire you and hire someone that would never doing their job over equity. Like,
right.
What?
It's, you know what?
It's
Speak on it because they act like it's so difficult to eradicate problematic work environments.
It's not. It's not.
It's not. Get to the source. Oh, the source is your little white friend that you love.
Right.
Get rid of them.
That's the problem. The problem is not the workplace. It's the problem is y'all don't want to get rid of your little friends. That's what the problem is.
Your little friends.
You don't want to get rid of your little friends. Because your little friends is racist and y'all is hoarding racist at work.
Speak.
So yeah, it's not exhausting work. It's exhausting because you think of it like it's additional work. Do your regular job. Treat people with respect. That's it. That's all.
That's the tweet.
Good day. Rant ready, complete.
So look, that's the tweet. So speaking of tweets,
oh my God.
Our last segment is what? It is tweets that should have got clout. So for those who are in the Twitter sphere, you ever wrote a tweet and you was like, man, it should have popped off.
Right. That was a viral tweet. It should have went viral.
Why that tweet was a bop. Well,
everybody should have seen this tweet.
Everybody should have seen this tweet. So, you know, we're just taking the opportunity to talk about our tweets that we felt like y'all should go and like. Okay? We'll put our information in the bio in case y'all want to follow us on Twitter. Okay?
Oh, look, I'm about to say it right now. Look, I'm at Curly_scientist. I tweeted this on January 8th, 2000.
I don't know how to spell scientist.
Oh, my Lord. SCIENTIST.
Okay.
Scientist. Anyways, I tweeted this January 8th, 2020. This got 2 likes, y'all. 2. But everyone needs to hear this. My tweet was, actually, I do know who needs to hear this. Drive-through workers everywhere. 2 packets of ketchup is never enough. Stop doing it. Stop. In the tweet. Stop. Y'all know we got a whole thing of fries, okay? We need more than 2 packets of ketchup. Give me a handful. Just open up your whole can. Reach it into that whole box of ketchups that y'all got. Pick that up and put it in the bag. Stop giving us 2 packs. And
thanks, dog. And they get such an attitude when you be like, can I get some more?
Like it's day ketchup.
This like they get ketchup. Do you get commission for saving ketchup?
No. I know they don't. And
then they get an attitude and then they'll ball up some ketchup packets and throw them in the bag. You should have did that from Jump Street, sis.
Right. 2 packets of ketchup. I got 75 fries. Come on.
Right. Fries just all dry. Like, bro, what are you doing?
2 packs is never enough. That's the tweet.
I want the CEO of some of these corporations to try to eat a whole medium fry with 2 packs of ketchup.
Oh my gosh, that's the challenge we need to start, y'all. Please, y'all. I want y'all to get a thing of French fry, medium-sized fry, because nobody don't get no small. And I want you to make a video of yourself trying to eat all of your fries with 2 packets of ketchup. I want to see it be done, because it can be. And that's it. And I leave that to the universe, because I know y'all will do it. And that's all.
Okay, and so my tweet that I thought should have got clout because I thought I was being super deep was, okay. Oh, and my Twitter name is at a name nobody got. A name nobody got. Okay? So my tweet was, self-worth shouldn't be synonymous with your net worth. Drop one of the clues bombs for me. Boom, 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 boom. Let me say it again for the folks in the back.
Say it again, honey. Say it again.
Self-worth shouldn't be synonymous with your net worth. Let me tell y'all something, guys. If you put your net worth into your self-worth, you're going to fail every time, because some of y'all got these good jobs, but honey, if that employer let you go, baby, what you got left? Honey, do not be, honey, especially y'all who working for the man, y'all too busy trying to make your identity be a part of theirs. No. What are you without that? Because let me tell you something. When you die and they write that obituary for you, honey, they're not going to talk about how much money you made. They're not going to talk about where you worked at. They're going to talk about who you are and how you make people feel. So some of y'all do too much on social media trying to let us know that we're poor with your pretentious pictures. It's okay to stunt sometimes, but I feel like some of these folks be on here trying to make it their mission to make people realize that they got money. But are you happy? Do you got good health? Do you got a good relationship with your family? Do you have good friends who are ride or die and go to the moon and back for you? That's what's important. Have your money, but make sure you got everything else too, okay? So that's it. So
that's it.
That's it. That's the tweet.
That's the tweet. Hey, that's the tweet.
That's the tweet. So with that being said, I think it's time to wrap it up. What you think?
Yeah, girl, that's it. We done.
Okay, well, I'd like to thank our sponsors, and that would be Mandy and Timo. Because right now,
we all we got. We all we got.
All right, y'all. We'll check y'all out next week.
Thanks for dangling with us. Please rate, review, subscribe, and share on iTunes, SoundCloud, or wherever you get your podcast. To find out more information about upcoming episodes and to keep the convo going, follow us on social media at WeDanglin.